Alright, so we're ready to start creating the materials for our scene. So let's just open the material editor, and we're going to begin with the concrete material, which is the main component of the house. So I'm going to create a V-Ray material and rename it. And from here, the process is pretty simple. I'm going to attach a diffuse map, and it's going to be a bitmap. And let me just select this concrete here. It's a very light, very appropriate concrete. I'm going to scroll down to maps and find a color correction node. I'm going to attach this color correction to the bump map, and I'm going to attach my texture to this color correction. In here is just a matter of changing this to monochrome and increasing a little bit of the contrast so we have a more expressive bump. Also, let's switch back to the material itself and increase the reflectivity just a little bit. But we don't want glossiness with this reflectivity, so let's lower this quite a bit. Let's try something like 04 for now. And let's scroll down, find the maps, and increase this bump a lot. I'm going to try 80% for now. We're going to test render and change it if we feel like it. So I created a concrete, basically a very simple material with a good texture. This texture I got from textures.com, which is a free resource. So I'm just going to open this up and select all the main components that has this material, this concrete material applied to them. So I selected them. I'll apply the concrete. Then let's zoom in and test render. Okay, there you go. It looks great. The bump is actually in the intensity that I like. I wanted it to break this lighting on the wall a bit so that we have a more realistic looking thing. So I'm pretty happy with this concrete, and I'm not going to change anything on it anymore. So we're ready to create a black metal. I'm going to open the material editor, and again, I'm going to create a V-Ray material. And just rename this. And in here, we need a very high reflectivity, no refraction, and a very dark gray. Remember that we don't want actual black, because if we choose actual black, there's no room for shadows. So the surface is going to look flatter than it actually is. So we need to leave a little room for the darker color to be black, which is the shadow area. So I'm going to choose a very dark gray, but it's still not black. And I'm going to click OK. And let's tweak this glossiness a little bit. Lower this to something like 0.8. Maybe 0.85. Because we don't want it to be that crazy. Okay. And then we can apply this to everything that should be black metal in our scene. So basically we have a lot of objects that should be black metal. This glass support here should be black metal. So let me just select this and apply it. And there are a lot of other structures, like the structures on every door are black metal. Also, this outer part of the lamps are black metal. And just go over the scene and look for everything that should be black metal and just apply the material to it. I'm just going to fast this forward a little bit because it's very tedious. All right, there you have it. We applied the black metal to everything, but we need another black material that is not as shiny. So let's go over this again, and I'm just going to duplicate this to the side. And I'm going to rename this, and it won't have as much reflectivity as before, but it will have a little bit and a very, very low glossiness. There you go. And now we're just going to select all these different pieces here that shouldn't be as shiny and apply this other black material to them. So again, I'm going to fast forward this. Okay, I forgot to apply black metal to this. Just go over your scene. Make sure you have applied all the materials where they should be. And in our next clip, we're going to focus our attention on the woods and on a frosted glass material. So see you guys then.